Hi there, my name is Ingafay, and I am a confidence coach for home-based business owners. In today's video, I'm interviewing one of my coaching girlfriends, Nevia. She happens to live in Dubai, and she's an entrepreneur and business coach for novice and seasoned entrepreneurs. She helps them get consistent sales as well as reach their desired business results. She's also been endorsed by Tony Robbins, so you already know that she's thebomb.com. So without further ado, here's my interview with my girlfriend Nevia. We'll see you inside. Well, hello everyone. This is Ingafay, your confidence coach. And today I wanted to share one of my coaching girlfriends with you today, Nevia. She is going to share with us 3 steps to increase sales. So how you doing, Nevia? Good to have you, girlfriend.
Hi, I'm so happy to do this with you and help your audience today. I'm doing great.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about you, who you serve, and what you do.
Yes, so I am based in Dubai. I'm originally from Serbia in Europe, but I have been in Dubai for past 6 years. I've been an entrepreneur full-time over 3 years now, having my company, consulting and coaching company. And I serve entrepreneurs, business owners, and companies, and I help them scale and grow their business and take their business on a next level. Now, we usually focus, depend if this is a startup or a small company or big company. We help them go depending what their goals are and what they have in place. But I mostly focus, me and my team, on sales, because without sales, we don't have a business. So we need to learn what is the best way for our business, our niche, how to market, how to find clients and create and put systems in place so our business can grow. And I'm excited because today I'm gonna be actually sharing with you some steps so you can implement some things as well.
Awesome. So I know that you're going to give us 3 steps on how to increase our sales. And I guess these steps that you're going to give us, pretty much any entrepreneur can use. And I'm pretty sure of that.
Yes.
What is stopping people from increasing their sales?
Yes. So when I started working with people, I work with many coaches, many consultants out there, and all of them are magnificent. They give you so much information, but I always had this question, well, what do I do next? And where do I actually get my clients? I felt like there was some holes in the system, and it took me a while, but I realized, why is that happening? So a lot of people in the industry, coaching, consulting industry, focus on one specific niche, and you might invest and work with them, which is awesome, but you need to close 3 things, right? And that's why I created my system. It's a 3-step system, MSA. So M stands for mindset, S stands for strategy, and A stands for taking action. So action, mindset, strategy, action. Now, what does this mean? In sales specifically, you need to have a right mindset around sales. You need to overcome negative beliefs around sales. And a lot of us have a lot of negative beliefs around sales. So mindset has to be there. And this is what might be stopping you. Second thing that's stopping you is actual strategy or lack of systems. So you don't know what you do. You have a good mindset, you're open to it, but you don't know what to do every single day, which tasks to take and how to prospect and how to close a sale, how to deal with objections. So you don't have those things. So you need strategy and systems, and then taking action. Some people are lacking the action part. However, this usually comes either from mindset or strategy. So either you are procrastinating because you don't have the right mindset, you have a lot of fear of rejection, or you don't know what to do specifically. So once we have the right mindset, once we have a strategy, we know exact steps, then taking action becomes very, very easy. Now, I'm excited. I'm going to be sharing with you maybe some things why people don't buy from you, so you understand sales a little bit better before I jump into certain things, how we can increase sales, if that's fine with you, Inga.
Yeah, it's great.
Perfect. All right. So you feel free to ask me any questions in between if I continue talking. So why people don't buy from us? So it doesn't matter what business you are in. Are you selling products? Do you sell services? There are a few reasons why you're not making sales. Okay, these are connected sometimes with you, or they can be connected with your prospect or your customer, potential customer. So first thing, if you're taking notes, write this down, is there is no clarity. All right, it is very important that it's very clear who is this for and what results and what value will bring to your clients and customers. Also, you have to have this clarity. Who are you selling, and is this the right match for the person? Remember, you don't want everyone to be your client. You want to be specific and understand have your client avatar, like who is your ideal client and who you can actually help. Okay, so clarity is the first thing. You need to be very clear when you're selling and explaining to people so they understand this is for them, what they're gonna get. Now, one thing that takes clarity away is a lot of information. So you don't want to overwhelm people with way too much information. Sometimes even on your websites, funnels, you want to make it simple, to the point. I'm very passionate about this. You want to show them visually things, how you're going to take them from A to B, or how this will help them, and so on. So this is number one, right? You have to create clarity. Second thing is, people don't want it. Okay, so a lot of people simply don't want what you're offering. Now, you have to understand that people buy what they want, not what they need. Okay, so for example, in coaching business, working with a lot of coaches, they find a lot of people that need their help. They're like, oh, this person is depressed and I'm working on mental health, I need to help them. But if the person doesn't want the help, you can never sell them. I hope this makes sense. So there's a difference between want and need, right? If we need shoes or a car, we can buy a regular car or regular shoes. Why anybody would spend thousands of dollars on shoes on a specific brand, I'm not gonna name any brands, but specific brand, is because people want that brand, or people want that luxury car, right? It's not that they need it, because there is a service, right? The car will take you from A to B, so you can use any car. So people buy what they want. So if somebody doesn't buy your product or your service, it means they probably don't actually want it maybe in that moment. So this can be one of the reasons. Next one is, people have their own limiting beliefs sometimes. So they will believe they cannot do something. For example, if you are selling them some kind of service, or you have a lot of people in network marketing here, sometimes they don't believe that they can have success. They don't believe that they can achieve certain results, or this is for them, or they can be speaking out there and selling and so on. So you need to work with people to help them overcome, so they can become part of your team and start selling. So they need to build that belief in themselves. And sometimes they believe they cannot afford, right? So it's not that people cannot afford, it's they believe they cannot afford, right? I see this all the time. People come and they're like, oh, I need to grow my business. And when it comes to investment, they're like, oh, I cannot invest right now. And then the next sentence is like, I'm going to a 3-month vacation. So I'm like, how can you afford 3 months vacation and you cannot afford this, that it's necessary for your business, right? So people believe they cannot afford it. If something is really emergency, or people really want, remember something, they will always find money for it. And I think we can all recognize patterns of something we thought we cannot afford, and then we said, you know what, I'm just gonna find a way and buy it because I really want it, and we did it. So it's that simple. All right. And 2 more things is that why people don't buy from you is that they might not trust you. So building rapport, relationship, and trust is very, very important. This is something you can do through branding, marketing. People sometimes have to see you through different things, but people have to build trust in you. You have to show them they're going to have results. And the last thing is, there is no urgency. Okay, so it is necessary that not just people want it, but they have to have urgency. So sale actually happens when you have a solution to someone's problem, which we'll call problem, whatever. If you're selling skincare, someone wants a nice skin, they're looking for solution to get them that results. So you have the solution, people need to want that specific solution, and they want it now. So there has to be urgency. This is when the sale happens. So solution, they want it, and urgency. these are a couple of things. So I hope this makes sense.
I wanted to ask, and I think you kind of went over this. So your system that you were talking about, and this is just to reiterate it for me, for myself, and I'm sure the other viewers as well, is the MSA.
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely. So mindset, strategy, and systems and action. So this works for companies, this works for entrepreneurs. When I work with some billion-dollar companies as a consultant, and we have to understand that companies are also run by people. So we need to work with the people, because people make a company, they make the culture. So those people have mindset, those people need systems and strategy, because every successful business is not run by people, it's run by a system, and people are employed to work in a system, right? Like McDonald's, they created the system and they employ people, and they say, you're doing ABC, you do ABC, and so on. So you need to have clear systems. This will help your company grow. And for those who are later on franchising, right, you need to have systems so you can replicate what is working. So that's why that is absolutely important.
Okay. So I was going to ask you, I know you told us, well, the 5 reasons that people don't buy. So when does the sale happen? Just to clarify that.
So sale happens when you have a solution, right, for some specific problem. I call it a problem, but it's not necessarily a problem, right? Luxury car is not a problem, right? Those who are buying luxury cars, I wouldn't say they have a problem, but let's say they want specific status in society. That's why they're buying a luxury car, right? So we call this a solution. So any product or service is a solution for a specific problem, and people need to want it, and they have to have urgency. So they want it now. Right? So if I am looking for shoes, right, there is plenty of shoes, and sometimes I might go in a shopping mall, but if I don't have urgency for shoes now, I will probably not buy. I will just window shop, right? Like we do sometimes. I will window shop because I don't actually have urgency for it now. Sometimes you might you might urgently need the black shoes, and I will be like, I need a solution, which is black shoes. I want it, right? Because I need it and I really want it, and I need it now. And this is where sale happens. So we need these 3 factors to all be present in order for people to actually buy.
So with that said, how is that different from the 4 pillars of sales then?
Mm-hmm. Yes. So 4 pillars of sales that I'm just going to explain is basically how to increase sales. Okay. And no matter if you're a startup, no matter if you are a big company, there is only 4 ways to increase sales. It's not a rocket science. Building a business is actually a system. And once you learn it in one niche and one area, you can transfer it in another area. So 4 pillars of sales are basically 4 ways you can increase your profit and revenue and get more customers. So first one is you need to get more prospects. Okay. So we need to increase number of prospects, and we need to increase number of clients. So this is logical. If I want more sales, if I want more money, I need more prospects. So it's very important to have prospecting systems, and I need to close those prospects. So number 1, first pillar is I need to increase and have more customers. Right? Second thing, I can increase size of transaction, right? So this is where packaging plays a very important role. So I am increasing size of transaction. So if you're selling something for $5,000, how can you have something for $50,000? For example, now you made 1 transaction instead of 10, but you made, right, the same amount of money. So you want to increase the size of transaction. And we see this, let's say cinema, they say, or Starbucks, they sell you 3 types of packages of popcorn. So you can choose. So what they did is they increased the size of transaction. So they will have options for you. So you also in your business have to have certain options. So we said you need to get more prospects and clients to increase sales. You can increase size of transaction.
And then one thing I wanted to say, when you say increase size and transaction, that just comes to me as a direct seller, we can also upsell. So if you have a product that goes with another product, so
Absolutely.
For whatever reason, someone is having some kind of health product, they're on a bar. So maybe they would like a shake too, something to that Right. Or
Exactly.
you know that they're on a shake and a bar. Why don't they get the vitamins? That kind of thing,
Yes.
because you
Yes.
know that would be the natural progression for them to take. So you can increase the size, but you can also increase the number of products that they buy. Similar to what you're saying, the packaging or having a set.
Absolutely. So that's why packaging is always important. We see this in e-commerce, in online, from Amazon and all the others. They will always show you, usually bought together, right? So the same, like you explained. So if you are selling skincare in your network marketing business, for example, if you can buy a night cream, but the real results will come if you first need cleanser, right? You need to clean your skin, then night cream, maybe you need a serum before that, maybe you need a day cream as well. So you buy the whole package, and this now increase the size of transaction, right? So people, instead of spending $80, they spend $280. Does this make sense? Because we repackage things. This is how we can repackage product or services. Okay, this is, I hope it's clear now.
Yeah, spot on.
Yeah, perfect. All right, perfect. Next, a third pillar is increasing the frequency of transaction. Okay, we had size of transaction, now it's a frequency of transaction, which means how often are people buying from me? So if somebody's buying once a year, how can I make them buy twice or 4 times a year? Right? So this now comes like a recurring customer, and how we can increase the frequency of transaction. What Amazon did with Prime is they said, okay, buy the Prime membership or however they call it, and you don't pay shipping. Guess what? Now people will buy almost everything from Amazon because it's free shipping, it's easier, it's convenient. Because before, every time they ordered, they were paying shipping fee. Depends, I guess, on the part of the world, but here we pay shipping fee and delivery. So with Prime, what they did, you subscribe, and now they increase the frequency of transaction because people buy more often because they know that shipping and delivery is free. This is one of the examples, okay? So we want to look into our business, how we can get people to buy more often. And I think if we talk about direct sales, those companies that work really good are those where people love. Let's say if you're in health or skincare, I think they work really good because in 3 months, let's say your customer will spend their skincare or drink their shake, they want it again. Okay, there are some companies who sell some, I don't know, machines, bigger things. There are different companies out there, and sometimes people buy one and it's for 30 years. You understand? So those companies have to look how they can get people to in different way and have different products. With people who are, when there is something that people always need to buy, you get recurring customers, and this is very, very powerful. All right. So this is the third one, and fourth one is we want to increase number of referrals or number of introductions. Okay, the referrals, you also want to set a system and know clearly how ask for referrals and introductions for someone to introduce you with someone or refer your product or service to someone. And referrals are very powerful because they usually coming to a person from someone they trust. We know that. So when somebody comes to a referral, usually it's much easier to convert them than a cold prospect core client. So you want to also look into how I can increase number of referrals and introductions. And for example, one thing, I do events all the time. And when I work with my consultant, this was last year, and we did a lot of strategic thinking, and he told me, okay, let's see your event and how we can improve that, how we can get more people. And he said, are you asking people to bring a +1? And for some reason, I didn't even thought to ask people to bring a +1. So guess what I did? I made the flyer, and when I promoted it, I said, bring a +1 and win a special gift. So all of a sudden, I get double number of attendees just by asking them that one thing, bring a +1. The same is for referrals. You want to ask a person, can you refer me to one person or 2 people? And there is a certain way, best way to ask, but this is very, very helpful. So let's recap. 4 pillars of sales. Basically, increasing your revenue is to get more customers, more prospects and customers, to increase the size of transaction, to increase the frequency of transaction, and to get more referrals and introductions. All right? Cool. Is it clear? I hope I'm not talking
very clear, very clear, very clear.
Perfect.
I love the last one that you were talking about referrals, because I think oftentimes many people forget that part of it, because that makes
Yes.
the business that much easier. When it
Yes.
comes to, you can build it faster, definitely, when you ask for that +1, for sure.
Yes, exactly. And sometimes that's why working with someone, consultant, coach, I believe in this. I always have consultant and coaches, because there are certain things we kind of skip or forget, like what I did with my event. Just by asking that one thing, bring a +1, win a special gift. It was incredible. I couldn't believe how many people brought the +1. And those people I would maybe never meet, right? On other occasion, how will I get to meet them? So they came through someone they trusted. Yeah.
Right.
So
and
I'm
then
gonna share,
and then it also reiterates the part that if you don't ask, then you're not going to get. You have to ASK to GET. So if you just automatically think that, well, I'm hoping that they refer people, but if you don't ask them to refer people, then they're not going to, for sure.
Yes. Same way in general in business and sales, you have to ask people to buy from you. Okay, you have to make your offer. And this was a big mindset shift for me. I didn't understand at the beginning. And I see most of people, 80% of people don't understand. They're like, I'm posting on social media, I'm there, they know what I'm doing. I'm like, yes, but sometimes people need a small trigger. They need a push. Sometimes you cannot sit and wait for them to come. Sometimes it's hard for people to come to you. You have to say, hey, let's have a meeting. What's happening in your life? This can really help you. Let's do it. Okay. And this push people sometimes need, but they are looking from behind, but sometimes they are scared to take that first step. So it's very important to do that, to really, consciously do that. Okay.
Right.
So I'm going to share, we're talking about increasing the sales. So what I'm going to share is something that I call circle of influence, is how to start and how to get more prospects, right? So I created this 4 circles. So we start with the small and we expand into bigger ones. And I call it circle of influence. As an exercise, I like to give name to things so people can memorize. So first small circle you have, your influence is people that you know. Okay, so no matter if you're in direct sales, maybe you've done this exercise. If you're just new or you have any other business, or even whenever I am doing a new event or a new online course, new program, I do this. I take a piece of paper and I do brain dump, right? Who do I know? Who do I have in my phone, right? And who is there? And I put all the names out there. So these are people I know. There might be a couple of people that can be a customer, that can be a client that you already know. And maybe 1 year ago, they were not interested, but something changed. I got clients 1 year ago, they didn't have business. Now they're starting business, they're coming to work with me, right? So the timing is now, it wasn't 1 year ago. So you need to constantly go back to who do I know and how I can interact with them again. And who are those people? Now, next circle is people my people know. So when you do a brain dump, a lot of people from your list, especially your friends, they're never going to be a customer, but you can ask for that introduction. You can ask for that referral. Your old clients, go and put a list and say, let me call my old client and let's say, hey, do you know 1 or 2 people you can introduce me to, right? So your circle will now expand and your prospect will now expand. And then the third level is basically people that we already have on social media. So social media, we have a lot of connection, and especially if you are on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, you might have easily 5,000 to 10,000 connections. And with many of them, you never talked before, but they might follow you and you follow them. So you need to start that conversation going and build the relationship, see what's happening and how you can offer them whatever it is that you have and whatever business do you have. Okay. And the last circle, the fourth one, the biggest one, is the people that still don't know about you. And this is unlimited. There are millions and billions of people out there who don't know about you. They don't know about your business. So it's part of your mission to really be out there, expand and be visible, be present, do collaboration like we are doing right now. So there are maybe hundreds of people that's going to watch this who never knew about me before. So also in your business, you need to collaborate, you need to be in front of new people, you need to prospect on social media, you need to do different events and things like that, so you get people who never heard about you before. Okay, so this is circle of influence. Once again, people I know, and then second one, my people know, then third one, people that know about me that I have on social media, and then people that I never met. So where I'm gonna go and find more people that are kind of brand new. Okay.
Well, that was good, girl. You gave us really a whole lot to think about. And I'm pretty sure everyone that's watching that took notes, now all they have to do is take the necessary action based on what you have shared with us today.
Absolutely.
So I wanted you to tell us how people can get in touch with you. Tell us your website. I'll be sure to put all of that down in the description. So if for whatever reason you guys don't write this down, it will be down in the description of the video. But go ahead and tell us about where they can contact you and how they can get in touch with you.
So my name is Nevena Bazalac. That's how we pronounce in my language. So it's Nevena Bazalac. You can probably see it on the video if you're watching a video. And you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn, right? Connect with me, send me a message if you have any questions. However, my website is www.L.A.K.E which we can share as well with everyone. When you go on my website, you can go and get a gift, which is one of my online courses on how to get more clients organically, and also download my ebook on entrepreneurship, Jumping into Unknown. So that you can do this directly from the website. And also I give a lot of value to my podcast. It's also on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast. It's called Entrepreneurship Lab. So you can either Google my name or Entrepreneurship Lab, and you will get a lot of episodes. I interview different people as well. So you can have value, which is my goal, definitely. And just feel free to reach anytime if you have any questions. I'm more than happy to connect and help you.
Awesome. Well, thank you again, Nevena. I'm sure everyone watching really found value in what you shared today, because you did give us some golden nuggets that all we have to do is implement to see the results. And you have given them the information to connect. So you guys make sure that you connect with her and follow up with her if you have any questions or concerns, and be sure to take full value of the freebies. Those freebies are definitely going to be of value to you, where you can get the necessary information. And then at that point, if you want more, you can decide to work with her. So as always, thanks for watching, and bye for now.
Bye.